Here at 11 Alive, it is our mission to bring you facts, not fear. And we want to break down COVID-19 cases to give you context of how the virus is spreading in our communities. The state reporting a sharp increase in cases yesterday, but a significant drop in deaths. There are just over 3,900 new cases statewide. That's up nearly 700 cases over Wednesday, but 29 new deaths, which is lower than the 79 deaths that were reported Wednesday. And there are 3,200 COVID patients hospitalized statewide. The trend shown here by the orange line you see right there on your screen compared to the number of new cases. And the rise in cases is the reason Governor Kemp extended an executive order earlier this month to keep people safe, but it's set to expire at midnight. Mara Sirianni joins us live at the state capitol with a look at whether Governor Kemp will extend it again. Good morning, Mara.
Well, as we know exactly, about 2 weeks ago, I should say, Governor Kemp made that decision to extend his executive order through the end of July. Well, today, of course, is the last day of the month, so many people are wondering what exactly is different and what exactly will change and what is the governor going to do next. So let's go over what exactly will expire today. We are talking about first the ban on events with more than 50 people. That expires. The order also called for a shelter-in-place mandate for people considered high risk for the virus. That also expires. In addition, the order allowed school boards to require face masks and enforce social distancing during athletic, musical, or other educational activities, while also reducing class sizes. Lastly, Kemp's executive order called out all local mask mandates that were more restrictive than his. The issue, of course, became a heated battle between the governor and Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms. Well, earlier this week, Kemp's attorney canceled a request for an emergency court hearing scheduled for his lawsuit against her. Governor Kemp is still asking and encouraging Georgians to wear a mask. However, as far as what is next, we could hear from the governor's office this morning or later today on that, as of course, as we know, the order does expire on July 31st today. So if we hear anything, we will let you know.